The Beyond Colossal Titan, the 120-meter raw turkey titan is here. So what's up guys, Foxen here. Oh Rod, what did you do? Rod went ahead and messed everything the hell up. Fortunately for you, the Colossal main turkey titan course is here. Oh yeah, and Eren was lucky enough to be able to get his titan up. Anyway, let's go ahead and get started with this week's episode. At the start of this, you had Kenny's squad doing their final stand right here. To be honest, I can't say I was that big of a fan of how much of a big deal that Levi and the Survey Corps made this out to be. I mean, conveniently, you even had that literal hole in the roof opening up just for them from earlier on. Of course, this whole cave scene for Levi and Kenny's group is new for the anime. At least it was quick. Although for the whole Kenny squad, it looks like these guys got wiped out. And that kinda sucks, I didn't even get any of their names. Next up, Historia and Eren's big scene. Oh, Historia, getting a feel of Eren's abs. Don't let Mikasa see this picture. So right here you have Historia mentioning how she's now Eren's ally. Looks like these two are really bonding over this traumatic experience. I could really see why everyone is screaming about shipping them lately. More importantly, I am loving the new and improved Historia, which is really this more confident young girl who has a backbone. Historia is not gonna take any of your crap. I also really like how in this Doomsday situation, with Ra's Titan-ass transformation in the background, Historia was super determined to get Eren unchained too. As for Mikasa this episode, props to Mikasa for saving Historia too. You definitely don't need another Reiss pancake splatter in this cave. As for Levi, Horseface, and Coney coming in, you still got Eren being all emo. I'm actually pretty surprised at how many complaints I've seen from Eren fans about how he's been acting. I've seen way too many people calling Eren too much of a pussy, especially now that he's broke down crying. Unfortunately, that mentality that guys should only appear strong and never show emotions is still very much alive. I'm sure that in a different shonen anime, you would have had Eren tough it out. And who knows, perhaps even just break out of the chains on his own. This is actually why I really appreciate seeing Eren at his lowest point here. It is really important that Eren just had this massive breakdown happen before being able to move forward, especially with the Beast Titan arc coming up. Not to mention, this whole breakdown scene of his is very much valid. Of course, for a large part of it, Eren could give thanks to his father, Grisha. The whole reason Eren was naked and chained up in this dungeon was thanks to the gift and burden that Grisha entrusted to Eren. Thanks, Daddy. Anyway, that being said, even I wanted Eren to start recovering a little quicker this episode. After everyone showed up, Eren was still bawling his eyes out. I mean, not only did you have his story here, but now the Levi squad here too. If you're not gonna do it for yourself, at least put effort to move forward for them. Next up, the whole Levi telling Eren to choose scene. So, doesn't this look familiar? Talk about deja vu. To be honest, I'm pretty mixed on this scene. Right here, you have plot convenience for the win. Eren just happened to find this magic potion that finally allowed him to get hard. Definitely tell me your own thoughts on this. Even since I read it in the manga, it always seemed just a bit too convenient to find and use the armored potion here. On the bright side, you do have Eren building himself back up and choosing for himself. Eren really just needed that little push from Levi and his buddies. So, friendship for the win. Next up, gotta talk about the next scene. Eren finally got his Titan up and got it really hard. I recall the manga only showing the aftermath of the already created structure for Eren's Titan. However, for the Attack on Titan Season 3 anime, it looks like Eren freaking turned into the Alchemist Titan. The way that Eren was controlling this hardening process really reminded me of a different Titan. The formation itself almost looked like the Spider-Man webbing, or some plant structure rapidly growing. As for the complete structure, freaking yes. Notice how Eren's Titan created this blue crystal structure. I've actually mentioned this in the past, and you wouldn't believe how many people or trolls called me a fucking dumbass for thinking Eren would also create blue crystal in the anime. Well, there you have it. I'll wait for that apology, that's never going to come. Anyway, on a different note, the whole reason Hange was making Eren do those Titan experiments was so Eren could get hard in order to plug out Ball Maria's hole. It took a little while, but mission accomplished. Beast Titan arc, here we come. This actually goes along with the mid-info card here. I believe at this point, you've seen every Titan shifter being able to get hard in some way or another. I guess sometimes you just need a little magic bottle potion. As for Hange this episode, good old Hange isn't dead yet. I've seen so many of you worried about that face slam into the crystal pavement. Don't worry, Hange's gonna live to fight another Titan and do more Titan experiments on Eren. Although Hange is looking a lot worse here than she did in the manga. I mean, Hange can't even stand. You got Mobilet and Armin carrying her away. A little bit later, Hange's still all wrecked and has that blood-soaked shirt. So yeah, anime Hange isn't walking away from this one. Not like manga Hange. Next up, gotta talk about Ra's Titan transformation. The 120 meter Titan class is here. This thing is freaking bigger and twice as big as the Colossal Titan. Well, kind of anyway. If only it weren't crawling like that. It almost reminds me of one of those weird zombie or demon monsters from video games. Oh, and yes, some of you aren't gonna like this. They actually made Ra's 120 meter Turkey Titan via CG. I already had a strong feeling they would go the CG route. You know, since the Colossal Titan was CG last time in the Attack on Titan Season 2 anime. I think this pretty much confirms we could expect even more CG Titans later on. For Ra's CG Titan here, I don't think you could actually see enough yet to judge, but what do you think? How does the Turkey Titan CG look so far? I know a lot of you hate CG, and personally I think I'm far more lenient on this, although I would have strongly preferred some hand-drawn animation. Anyway, for the start of this whole Titan transformation, notice how this Colossal Titan Plus sure seemed to take its sweet time forming. Just think about this beast for a minute. Ra's dumbass wanted Historia to become this colossal beast Titan. What the freaking hell, Rod? Does this show how little Rod knows about the Titans? I mean, if Historia had taken the full Titan injection, you would have had Turkey Historia Titan that would have broken this crystal cave completely. And forget about the cave, Eren himself would have died and they would have lost those Titan powers. Good job right there. But back to this 120 meter Titan, also known as Ra's infamous Turkey Titan. Nope, this thing has no interest in puny scout crumbs. Oh no, Ra's Titan wants that buffet of people from the district nearby. For the Turkey Titan's look, from the back and the spinal spikes, it really reminds me of some dinos. I don't know, is it just me? Was that season 2 opening really foreshadowing? This thing is quite juicy and plump, just like Rod was too. Then you got that interesting weird way that this colossal mutant titan is moving via crawling. But funny enough, it also made me think of this really lazy cat my roommates used to have back at the uni. Right now I'm thinking about doing some theory video explaining what the hell happened to Rod with this titan transformation here. Let me know if you want to see that. I might get a chance to dust off my notes on that. As for Eren's bright idea right here, yeah, let's go ahead and get Ra's Titan to eat Eren so he could return back to being human. Oh my god, Eren, this is a terrible idea on multiple layers. First off, you have the King's Wool issue if it does succeed. Just imagine Rod going back to being human. Rod would have gotten 2 very powerful titans. And then of course you have the issue of Rod actually eating Eren correctly. Honestly, I don't think this humongous ass thing is interested in eating anything. The Turkey Titan would roll over Eren like a bulldozer. Then there goes humanity's hope and almighty Titan. Next up, Historia's scene in the district. Right here, you had Historia and Eren getting filled in about the details regarding the little rebellion that took place. Unfortunately, these guys missed it since they were having fun in Rod's Titan dungeon. And I know, a lot of you were disappointed that this scene got cut out. Well, they brought it back. Kind of. Levi goes ahead and tells Historia how she has to become the new queen. Unfortunately for some of you, anime Levi isn't half strangling the poor girl here, which I kinda wanted to see animated. That being said, I actually do really like the changes here. This new determined Historia made up her own mind about being queen on her own, instead of being pushed and forced into it, compared to the original Levi and Historia scene. I'm also loving how this got placed here instead, in order to smoothly transition into Historia telling Levi that she's gonna be a part of this mission. By the way, another scene that came back, this time given to Mikasa. You got Mikasa telling Historia to punch Levi. Oh, Mikasa, so kinky. By the way, something little to notice about Levi. Recall that scratch from the previous episode on his face? That is totally gone now. So you have Mikasa getting a scratch and that stays forever. So oh my god, Levi must be a titan. Anyway, as for how they're gonna handle this Turkey Titan, that's all gonna be left to Erwin. What's Erwin's grand major plan? Yet another gamble. Let the raw Turkey Titan come. The final stand on this wall will come next week. Right now, I am super hyped for that. I'm sure there's going to be more juicy Season 3 changes that they're going to be making for this grand battle. You could count on that. By the way, really quickly, I recently did a huge Patreon update. Please go ahead and check it out and become a supporter if you can. The lowest tier is only $1 and that includes Discord access. Really trying hard to bring on my buddy John to help out with the channel, so please take a look. But anyway, more important, let me know your thoughts on this episode. Question of the day. How are you enjoying Ra's Colossal Mutant Turkey Titan? Do you like the CG for it? Is it better than the CG from Season 2? Also, how are you liking or disliking Eren and Historia now? Especially for Eren. Do you agree with people calling Eren too much of a pussy for them now? Anyway, definitely give us a colossal thumbs up and subscribe. If you're new to the channel, I put out 5+ anime videos here every week. The anime vs manga change video for last week's episode is out. The one from this episode will be out in a couple of days. By the way, I do have a full video on Grisha out now. I am thinking about doing one for Royal Titan. Let me know if you want to see that, set up bell notifications, and I'll see you guys later.